Hi, glad you could join us. I'm just sitting here thinking about Christmas, about how beautiful the time is, how happy a time it is. Everybody gives gifts and makes their friends and family happy, receives gifts that make them happy. But it's more than happiness. It's that someone loves you, someone cares. And that's what this time of the year means to me. There's a wonderful group. There are many wonderful groups in our fabulous community. But relating to our program today, the group I'm thinking of is Julie Rohr's involvement in theater and performing in our community for so many years. And I'm delighted to have Julie Rohr here today as a special guest, my friend Julie Rohr. Gosh, it's how many years, off the top of your head, off the top of your beautiful blonde head, how many years have we known each other?
Oh, probably 35 or 40.
I would say, too, that length of time, too. I don't remember the first time I met you, but I think I was visiting your school.
Yes.
Doing something, and you had the Julie Rohr Academy in those years, and it was always sold, the kids couldn't, the number of kids who wanted to get into the Julie Rohr Academy couldn't make it because you just could take a finite number and that was it for the number of teachers. You even enlarged the place, I think twice or three times in my association with you. Still not enough room for the youngsters who wanted to get into the Julie Rohr Academy. And these were youngsters who wouldn't necessarily go on to a career in show business, but had interest in that field of endeavor, and their parents shared their interest. But the nice part of it is that what they learned, because they were in a school that prepared them to go on to college, they had the credits that they received at the Julie Rohr Academy, so that they were able to go on to college and become a doctor or a lawyer or whatever they wanted to, other than someone in show business. But that part of it was an integral part of it that gave joy not only to the youngsters who were involved, to their moms and dads and uncles and aunts and grandparents, and to lots of other people who loved coming to the Julie Rohr Academy in those years to see the shows that they would put on. And these little people were they started at 4 or 5?
Some of them were 3 that were on the stage.
And they loved every second of it. Most of them did. Every once in a while you'd get a crier. And they were frightened a little bit, but and I'd speak to you, how did that little Joey or Mary or Sally or Bill, how does he do it? Oh, she says, he's our star. He got over that shyness, but if we think about it, that shyness would have stayed with him, and if he wanted to become a lawyer or a doctor or a teacher, he still would have had that shyness, but he got over it at the Julie Rohr Academy, and he came forth and was able to entertain, and he loved doing it. The Julie Rohr Academy, as such, still exists. It's under a different name, and there are probably some other things that are happening there. I'm going to get to Julie to tell me that. It's now the Sarasota Academy of the Arts. Is it located in the same place as the Julie Rohr Academy?
It is.
Okay, tell where that is.
It is at 4466 Fruitville Road. It's the same campus, but we're now a charter school. So that's wonderful because a charter is a public school, which is free. And so students now can come just because they love the arts, which is wonderful. They don't ever have to worry about paying.
It is now called the Sarasota Academy of the Arts.
Correct.
And we're going to put that number on the screen. Damon, would you do that, please? Put the number on the screen that people can make note of it. There it is right there, 377-2278.
2278.
Okay. That's the number you can call, and there is, under that number, there is an email, is it email or is it your website?
It's the website.
It's a website. Get in touch with Julie. She's very accessible, and she's very, very amazing with the youngsters. I remember one show, and it was a big show once a year, and I'd never miss it because it was so charming and so adorable, and parts of it were truly professional, and other parts of it were just little kids who were trying to be professionals, and they were just as cute as they could be. So I enjoyed it very, very much. And you'd have one or two that didn't quite reach the point that they would like to have reached. And there was a little bit of crying, a little bit of nervousness that they seem to have gotten over.
They do.
And I remember speaking to you, and you would direct the whole thing, and you would not break a bead of sweat. Loved it, and they loved you, and it just all worked. We got more and more and more experience over the years, and just I couldn't wait to see the Julie Rohr presentation. And I do remember that you had a show that you said to me, I said, how is the show going to be this year, Julie? You say, well, you got, I think you said 200 and some odd kids. Is that a possibility?
Yes,
Am I
it was certainly a
accurately?
possibility. Yes, back in the day when it was Julie Rohr, and before it was Sarasota Academy of the Arts, we would have sometimes 250, 300 students actually, sometimes in the show.
I haven't asked you this question. Your own kids were in the school. You
All
had
5 of them, yes. And
All
now my grandchildren are at
What's
Sarasota.
that?
Now my grandchildren are at Sarasota Academy of the Arts. But all 5 of my sons were there.
Well, we didn't say your mom before you was the original Julie Rohr.
Correct.
And then you were Julie Rohr McHugh,
Correct.
which is a tribute to Julie and a tribute to the love that she has. And I remember she adopted a child. Am I right on that?
Yes.
And I said, but Julie, you've got 3 kids of
4.
your own. 4 kids of your own. I love kids. And it shows. It shows. You enjoy it as much as they do.
Oh,
the
I
shows
think
that
sometimes more. I think that's why I'm
we
still
have
doing this.
we have some wonderful things. I didn't introduce my 2 lovely young women who are a part of young girls who were part of the show today, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
I'm Anna Smith,
And how old are you?
13.
And why did you choose, or why did you and your family choose the Julie Rohr Academy? And now it's the Sarasota Academy of the Arts.
It just seemed really fun, and
I can't hear you.
I could do theater, and you don't have to pay anything, and it's really great, and the teachers are just amazing there, and it's just a great experience.
I know that, and I visited the school because often I needed a youngster for a show we were doing, and I wanted it, and I talent searched in Julie Rohr's Academy, and found the kid that I remember. I wanted to do a promo, as if it were me at the age of 7 or 8, and I came to Julie and I said, "That's what I wanted to do. Can you mind if I go through your classes and look?" She said, "Be my guest." By all means. And I walked through and I saw this girl with this dark, long hair, and I used to wear my hair that way when I was little, when I was her age. And she did resemble me, and she was so good. And I ran that promo for I don't know how many times, and every time, almost every time it was run, I'd get a call or someone would stop me and say, "Did you tape that when you were a kid?" No, I said, "I went to the Julie Rohr Academy and I went through all of the youngsters there, but she seemed perfect." She said, "She is." Okay, we didn't have you introduce yourself yet.
I'm Aurora Newcomb, and I'm 12 years old.
Okay, now, question for you. We're going to see the girls perform in just a little while. In fact, we're going to see several of the youngsters who are here today in our special Christmas show, who were invited, the Julie Rohr kids were invited to Disney. Yes, Disney. And this is not the first time.
No.
For how many
No.
each year?
Well, for me, I've taken groups for 25 years. I've taken 5 different groups
To
of
Disney.
students.
So
to
they
Disney.
know you. They go, "Hey, Julie, can you be here
know.
today? What time?" And you say, 3 o'clock, see you then, bye-bye.
Well, Sarasota Academy of the Arts, this is our 6th year. And so we've gone all 6 years. And now they just know us. And so when we sent the application, the very next day, we had our acceptance. They said, "Oh, we're so thrilled to have you." And it was
But that's
really
a thrill.
wonderful.
That's a thrill. Am I right? Disney is about, I mean, as a youngster,
yes.
that's about its maximum at this point. Later on, there'll be other things like your Academy Award, things like that you want to remember. But this is where that's the exciting part right now, that we're going to see an excerpt, which is going to be performed here on our stage, an excerpt of the same material that was done for Disney. When was that, Julie?
Just Sunday, just this past Sunday.
This past Sunday.
We were very fortunate that it didn't get rained out.
Okay. Well, they know you there, and I know you here, and I know that we're gonna. It's absolutely charming. Okay, what you want to be when you grow up? Where you want to be when you're 23?
When I'm older, I would like to be
You
on
got to
stage
speak up a little bit for
performing
me.
somewhere on stage.
Somewhere
because-
on stage, like
yeah.
cleaning off the debris.
Performing somewhere, either
Huh?
singing, dancing, just performing in general.
Performing
yeah.
on stage somewhere. That would give you the most pleasurable adulthood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't mention marriage and a family. Is that included?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
first, like, get a job.
After you're on stage.
Yeah.
And then we have,
So when I'm 23, I'd like to probably be in New York City on Broadway or in LA doing movies.
used to be, when I've been on the air here about almost 40 years, 40 some odd years here. Used to be in New York before I came here. And when I interview people from high school, college, and ask them, particularly people who were interested in theater, interested in performing, how do you see yourself in the next 10 years? And they would say, I'm starring on Broadway and my name is in lights. Now when I ask young people, they say, I would just like to be there. They don't have to put my name in lights. I don't have to have the leading role. I just want to perform. That gives me the most pleasure. Is that where you're at now? You still want your name in lights?
That'd be nice.
If you can get it, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. It doesn't mean much, I don't think, today, because it's too often that it happens that people, whether they're critics or whether they're just an audience, go to the theater and they see that one girl or the one young man, and he is fabulous, and he's going to be a star, and that is exciting. However, if you love theater and you love performing, you'll be happiest when you're doing it, whether your name is in lights or not. Tell about you.
Well, I started going to Sarasota Academy of the Arts when I was in 2nd grade, and I wanted to go there because I just love performing, and I've been going there ever since.
We are going to see a lovely excerpt from
One Magic Christmas was their
One
show
Magic
this year.
Christmas.
Yes.
And that's what's excerpted from. That was a show that you did with your group?
Yes,
At
the
Julie
same
Rohr,
show that
okay.
we did at
Okay, and we're going to see these two lovely young ladies in it,
yes.
and that's next.
Please welcome Sarasota Academy of the Arts High Voltage Show Choir.
And it's all because
you'd like to get in touch with the Julie Rohr Academy, I'm still calling it the Julie Rohr Academy, but it's the Sarasota Academy of the Arts. If you have a son or a daughter who you feel would benefit from that additional kind of learning and experience, because the academic side is fully there.
Yes.
And is still a preparation for college, should that be something that the youngster wants to go on to. So it's not a matter of a limited thing, well, they're going to be prepared for theater, but they're not going to be able to go to college. No. They're going to get a wonderful education with some excellent teachers. If I know Julie, and Julie is the head of this organization, and she makes sure that all the teachers are highly qualified and highly dedicated. Very important, as she herself is. The Sarasota Academy of the Arts, and there's a telephone number on the screen, 377, what is it? All twos after it?
2278. 2278.
I wonder who figured out that number.
It says it's actually for it's arts. It's for arts. So it's sort of nice there.
941-377-2222. That's kind of easy to remember. Of course, you don't want to call them over Christmas because I don't think they're going to be functioning over Christmas, are you?
No, we're closed for 2 weeks at Christmas, as all the public schools are.
Okay. So you can call afterwards, or you can call, I guess your phones will be working. You can call and leave a message if that's your interest. But I will say this, and that is that it is not easy to get a place in the school, because there are a lot of kids who would love to be in the school, and for one reason or another, scheduling or whatever the problem is, it's not possible to take everyone that comes along. However, call Julie and speak to her and find out what is necessary for audition. Do you still have?
We audition for all of our shows. There's no audition for getting in. I'm the director of arts. We have another principal now who's wonderful. Her name is Cheryl Corwin, and this is her first year. And she talks to the students, and so does my son, Matt McHugh, who is the business manager there. You interviewed Matt many times. And then it's a lottery to get in. So anyone is welcome to come, and then once they're in, then they audition.
You're welcome to come. And we're going to see some really charming entertainment from the Sarasota Academy of the Arts and Julie Rohr. And what are we going to see, Julie?
You're going to see some clips, 2 clips from the big show, which is 25 minutes long, but you're only seeing about 1.5 minutes of each one. And these 2 young ladies will be featured. You're going to be seeing a song that she does that's a Jingle Bell Twist number, and she does it as Tina Tinsel. Very cute, and she'll be backed up by 3 other students who are here with us today. Noah Hill, who was our Rudolph and got to sing and got to dance a lot in front of the group. Our Frosty, Xavier Ortega, he will be there as well. And also Ada Jordan, who played Rudolph's girlfriend.
Looking out my window at the ice and snow. Looking out my window, got no place to go. Looking at my snowman makes me wanna cry. He's the only man I got since we said goodbye. Oh, I've got no man but a snowman with a corncob pipe, a hat, and a cold heart. Oh, I've got no man but a snowman. Nobody to love me since we've been apart. Wish the sun would shine on you and melt your cold heart. Nobody to love me since we've been apart.
Come on, everybody.
everybody, you can't resist. So join Tina Tinsel in the Jingle Bell Twist. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. I love to twist your bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to twist and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bell twist, jingle bell twist, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to twist round the tree on Christmas Day. Jingle bell twist, jingle bell twist, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to twist round the tree on Christmas Day. Is everybody ready for the Jingle Bell Twist? Yeah. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell twist. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell twist. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell twist. Round the tree on Christmas Day. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell twist. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell twist. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell twist. Round the tree on Christmas Day. Everybody jingle bell twist.
Well, I hear Santa's elves and reindeer calling, and looks like it's time for us to go. But remember what I always say, have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy day.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
They're a charming group. I have found, and I've told this to many, many people over the years, that it's not just show business that you need to be able to get up in front of a crowd and speak. A lawyer or someone selling something, someone involved in almost any endeavor needs to be able to present not only themselves, but the product that they're selling. Now, the product they're selling may be themselves, and know how to do that, to feel comfortable, as you feel comfortable right now. I've interviewed people 40, 50 years, and sometimes you get people who are just shrinking into themselves because they are so uncomfortable being on camera doing a television program, and others, like yourselves, who are sitting forward and just comfortable as you could be. Okay, we've got 3 minutes to the show. So we're not going to see very much. We're going to see what we have, and that's about it. So I'm going to say goodbye and Merry Christmas. I'm not going to say goodbye or Merry Christmas. I'm going to wait the 3 minutes to say that to you. Are we going to see any of that? I'm speaking to my floor manager. We're going to see that now.
No, in 3 minutes.
We're going to see 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, we're going to see some of the musical entertainment that was prepared earlier in the show. Okay, so let's talk about your family. Tell me about your family. Mom, Dad.
My mom is really
Mom
great.
or Dad involved in business?
Yes, my mom works for like a packaging company, and my grandparents are really supportive of theater too. So.
You have your grandparents living with you?
No, but they live near me.
Okay. So brothers and sisters?
My older brother, who's 25.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a long
he has his
distance.
own family.
You see him at all?
Yeah, I see him about once a month.
Now, what does he do?
He
Once a month? Is he in prison?
No, he just lives like 30 minutes away, and he's busy, so I don't get to see him that much.
That's quite an age difference, though.
Yeah.
Okay, but you get to see him. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, and your time at Julie Rohr, I always think of it as Julie Rohr Academy, but it's the Sarasota Academy of the Arts. How is that going along? How are you doing?
I'm really busy with schoolwork, and we have our auditions for Anything Goes, which is our musical coming up in April. So auditions are Thursday, and
You
we're
did?
preparing.
Did you get a part?
No, they're this Thursday, so we're preparing for the auditions.
How did your parents feel about? Oh, we've only got a minute left. I'm sorry. Let me bounce over. Your family. Tell me about your family.
Well, my mom and dad are both psychic entertainers, so they do like palm readings and like magic tricks and stuff.
We're going to see that musical. Both of you, each of you, and you too, my dear friend, are beautiful on camera. But you can't look now because but you'll see when you watch the show. Incidentally, not so incidentally, you know that you can see our program, which is called Community, and you can see it at night. I think it's 11 p.m. You can record it so you can watch it earlier, or you can watch it on YouTube. YouTube, you can watch any time of the day, any time of the night. We've got the program went so quickly, we've got to say bye-bye. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
The time really flew. We bid you adieu from Community. If you want to know why we love it here, so check out Community. Well, it's a who's who, a what's, when, and where show. It's a mover and shaker.